Today we will be unveiling and reviewing some of our latest tools in Vexly. First we have Sentinel, which is now our primary tool due to its multi-tool evaluation. Sentinel combines multiple Vexly tools to give a positive or negative reading which represents a bullish or bearish view. The new Sentinel command also shows other model readings like Pluto, Jupiter and seasonality all in one place. Sentinel also takes into account our Greek profiles to create buy and sell zones for any given ticker. Now that the Sentinel command is covered, we will move to the Sentient alerts, which has been created to work in hand with Sentinel and predict market directions with given return targets along with probability of said outcome. Sentient sends out an alert after market close, and that provides us with a long or short signal along with expected return and least and max returns possible for the next day. Let's look at an example from November 10th. Starting off, we had a long signal from Sentient with an expected return of 0.7% and a max return of 2.3% with a 90% probability of the long trade producing a positive return. Now if we turn to our Sentinel reading, we have our buy and sell zones set, and we can see price opens in the sell zone and rejects at the major sell, but quickly breaks through the sell zone. This is a sign of a strong move and allows us to have more confidence in the long trade and higher expectations that the max return has a higher likelihood of being achieved. Now if we measure the move from the previous day's close to the closing price on the 10th of November, we can see we closed the day up 2.24% and our max return was predicted to be 2.3%. Sentient performed accurately that day, but that wasn't the only great example we have. Let's look at another example from November 20th. First we will look at our Sentient alert. We had a long signal with an expected return of 1.2% and a max return of 2.3% with a 90% probability of the long trade producing a positive return from open. Now let's look at our Sentinel command to see our buy and sell zones. Our initial buy was set at 386 and our major was set at 377. The buy area is marked on our chart along with the sell area. The initial sell was marked at 387 and our major sell was at 390. Based on the chart, we can see price opens in our sell zone, but remains above and works its way to the top of our zone. This could be an opportunity to short, but due to Sentient's long signal we have a long bias and want to see price break above this major sell spot, which it does. After breaking above the major sell zone and closing for the day, we can see that from yesterday's close to today's close QQQ was up 1.21%, which was the expected return Sentient had signaled before the market even opened. Now before we continue, let's back up and review what we have shown you so far. First off, we have our Sentinel command, which now shows multiple Vexly tools in one command and updates throughout the day to give you a bullish or bearish reading. Also note, the more positive the reading means the more bullish it is, and the more negative the reading the more bearish it is. Don't forget, with it updating throughout the day means our buy and sell zones update, which gives us more accurate spots to place entries or exits throughout the day. Now let's talk Sentient. Sentient is made to run before market open and predict a long or short trade along with max and minimum returns and the probability of the prediction working. Sentient isn't accessible to everyone due to its unique nature and how it's meant to be interpreted, therefore it's only posted in its Discord channel. Sentient models its predictions based on the Nasdaq, which is why we use that or QQQ to showcase its performance. Now let's move on to our last thing to show you, and that's the new Sentinel screener on the Vexly dashboard. Like the Sentinel command in Discord, the Sentinel screener incorporates multiple tools into one. Starting off, if you hover over the ticker link, we can get the JEX mini chart, which we use to determine where positioning is currently sitting and if it's overbought or oversold for a mean reversion move. Then moving over, we have the new buy and sell zones, which we can use for making entries and exits. We also note the pin zone where price is expected to move to or stick around the pin zone if in consolidation. Next to the pin zone, we have included our Greek profiles, where we mark peak positive and peak negative for gamma, and VANA, which can also be used as points of interest like our buy and sell zones. Lastly, we have our most important part of the screener, and that's the buy-sell factor. The buy-sell factor takes into account multiple equations to determine whether the stock is a buy or sell. The more positive the number, the more it is a buy, and the more negative the number, the more it is a sell. The buy-sell factor has a range of +8 and -8, and any reading over +2 or -2 is considered a strong buy or sell. Another thing is we can sort by most positive or most negative by simple clicking on the label at the top. One example we like and will be included in this week's video is a long on PLTR. Using the search bar, we can search for our ticker and quickly see our buy and sell zones and swipe over to see the buy-sell factor, which is a +5. This means PLTR is a heavy buy based on its current price at its last close. If you want to learn more, follow Vexley on Twitter and check out our website Vexley Co. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.